we are ready to tell you my 2013 favorites. 2013 was a fantastic year for beauty. I have so many things to show you that I discovered, and let's go ahead and get started. First off, I have Double Wear from Estee Lauder. This is a foundation that I really loved in 2013. It's a fabulous coverage. It's about a medium to full coverage, but it's really lightweight and it's really easy to apply and blend. It stays in place all day and it's a great coverage, really flawlessly. I'm wearing it today. It is on the pricier side, but I think it's worth it because you don't really need a lot. I really love this foundation. It's definitely my favorite for 2013. To apply my foundation, I definitely use the F80 Sigma brush. This is a flat top kabuki, so basically it's just flat here and you go in and blend it on. I used it in a lot of my videos, but lately I've been going in with the F80 brush and blending in my foundation and then finishing off with pouncing on the Beauty Blender just to blend everything out and make sure that it's all really flawless. I also like using the Beauty Blender underneath my eyes with my Pro Longwear Concealer from MAC. This is a really good under eye concealer as well as all over the face if you need any blemish cover-ups. But I do use a shade lighter in this just to highlight the under eye area. It's going to cover up anything that you need to cover, but it is really lightweight and it's a liquid so it doesn't cake up very easily, and it has the formulation to not crease underneath the eyes, which is a very big plus for me. This is a really good one, especially if you have fine lines under your eyes, because it won't settle into those fine lines and create those lines of cakiness that you get with other concealers. It's a really, really good buy. You do get a lot, and this has lasted me months and months and months. Professional, of course, I use this in all of my videos. It's my favorite primer. It's a really nice, lightweight, translucent primer just to mattify the skin and to fill in any pores and fine lines. It really smooths out your skin before you put on your foundation and keeps it on a lot longer, so this is definitely one of my favorites. Of course, where would I be without my e.l.f. eyebrow kit? You've heard me mention this a billion times. I use it every single day. It's a really, really good buy. It's only $3. Inside you have this gel formulation and then the powder. I like to mix these two together and then apply them onto my brows. I do have a brow tutorial if you guys want to check that out. It was one of my favorite videos this past year just because I really, really love this brow kit. I can't say enough about it. It matches my hair color really, really well. There's other colors available. I've only seen the medium color in stores, which is the one that I have, but you can definitely go online and choose whatever color would be best for your hair. Here I have the MAC Studio Finish Concealer. I really like this for covering any blemishes. It's a thicker consistency than the Pro Longwear since it is in a cake form, but the real star of this is the brush that I use with it. This is the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush. It's a really, really great brush to use if you're using a concealer like that one, just because it's a fluffy brush and it's very dense, so it's gonna pack on the color like your finger would, but blend it out much better than your finger really can. Next I have Hoola Bronzer from Benefit. Of course, this is one of my favorites. I think I use it in every single one of my videos. This has lasted me more than a year. I use it every single day. You have a lot of product in here to use, so definitely pick this one up. It's a great shade. Since it doesn't have any orange tones in it, it's really good for contouring without making you look like you're fake tanned or anything like that. So I really, really love this one. And another box of powder from Benefit, I have Rockateur Blush. This is like a sparkly rosy. I think that it goes with any look, any lip color. It's very neutral and natural looking, so I really, really love this one. Even though it does look really sparkly in the box, it doesn't end up being that sparkly on your cheeks, and even if it does, it's a beautiful glow. The Wet n Wild Mega Liner is definitely one of my favorite eyeliners of all time. It's only like $2. It's a really matte black, so it goes on as a liquid and it does dry to a matte. I can't say enough good things about this. Like, it has a brush applicator that's really thin so you can customize your line. Whether you want a thin line or a thick line, make sure to pick this one up just because it has the brush tip applicator. It makes it a lot easier to create that perfect wing on the end and really flick it out to a perfect point. This is like the blackest, mattest eyeliner I have tried. I have two mascaras to show you guys. First off, I'm going to be showing you Colossal Volume from Maybelline. It's a really, really good volumizing mascara that doesn't clump up. And then of course I have their Real Mascara, which is my favorite bottom lash mascara, and I tend to put it on my top lashes over whatever mascara I use first. So if I was to use the Colossal Volume, I would put that on my top lashes and then go in with They're Real on my bottom lashes, and then once the Colossal Volume is dry on top, I would go over it with the They're Real mascara, just because They're Real is a lengthening mascara. I usually like to put a volumizing mascara underneath it just to make sure that everything is all taken care of. I have the e.l.f. Makeup Lock and Seal. This is going to make any of your makeup stick around for a lot longer. It's a liquid formula, and I like to use this like on my brush if I'm using a very powdery eyeshadow or a very shiny eyeshadow that needs a little bit of pop or that I want to stay on longer. If you get those eyeshadow fallouts where all the powder falls on your cheeks, I like to put a dab of this on my brush and then go in with the eyeshadow just so that it doesn't fall out all over the place. Here I have my Z palette. This is a palette that you can get online. It's about $18 to $20, I want to say. It's a magnetic palette, so you can put all different kinds of eyeshadows, blushes, whatever you want in here. I really love this because it has a clear front to it so you can see all of the eyeshadows that are inside. And then once you open it up, you'll find that you have a magnetic kind of canvas that you can work with that you can put all of your metal eyeshadows onto. So in here I have a lot of different variations of light neutral colors into dark. I have a few pops of color over on the side. I also have a couple blushes. I also have the L'Oreal Quad in Cup of Joe, which is a really good buy. Another one of my favorites. I did depot it and put it in here, and the eyeshadow pans in this one automatically stick. With your Z palette, you would get these little circles of magnets that you can use if your eyeshadows don't automatically stick in there. You can stick a magnet on the back to make it stick into the Z palette. I really like the e.l.f. singles that you can get. They're only $1. They're really good and sparkly, and they create a nice pop on your lid. If you wanted to try out a couple colors from that, a couple good ones are Taupe, which is this really pretty sparkly taupe color. And then there's Driftwood, which is like a dark bronze color. I also have Peach Fuzz, which is a really pretty kind of rose gold color. Another shout out to MAC eyeshadows and Makeup Geek. A couple of my favorite MAC shadows in here are Rice Paper, which is kind of a sparkly light yellow color, like a light golden. It's really pretty for all over the lid. Soft Brown is definitely one of my stars for this year. I really use this like every single day into my crease as a transitional shade. This is a really good shade for everybody. I think everybody should own Soft Brown from MAC. I just recently discovered Makeup Geek eyeshadows, which also go into the Z palette, and Makeup Geek does sell the Z palettes on their website, so if you wanted to pick up some individualized shadows and customize your own palette, that would be a good route to go. So definitely one of my stars this year. I can use this every day to create a different look. I really like customizing my own palettes, so that's that one. Moving on to lips, I have a couple of colors for you guys. First off being the Wet n Wild Mega Lipstick in Just Peachy. This is a really good shade, not to mention that these Mega Last lipsticks are a very good find. They're about $2 and they're really good, really creamy and pigmented. I use this shade in my Bold Gold video, which is right here if you wanted to check that one out. Of course, I had to give a quick shout out to my Ruby Woo lipstick from MAC. This is the perfect matte red. I can't say enough good things about it. I've used this so many times this year as my red lip. It's just a perfect classic red. Last but definitely not least, I have the Pacifica Color Quench Lip Tint in Guava Berry. This is a very random product. I got this one at Generation Beauty. I got a lot of free products from that event, so this is one of them and definitely one of my favorites. It's a lip balm, but it does have a bit of a tint to it. It looks really dark in the packaging, but when you put it on, it's the most gorgeous, rosy, natural looking, sparkly. It's the best. I can't even say enough about it. If I'm not wearing a whole lot of makeup, this is the thing that I choose as my lip color. It is absolutely fantastic. It smells beautiful. Absolutely wonderful. I can't say enough good things about this one, not to mention that it has some beautiful packaging. It just smells like sweet and every kind of good that's possible. And that is it for my 2013 favorites. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to show you guys all the things that I would repurchase or that I would definitely not go without every day for my makeup. I hope that your year was fabulous and that 2014 is even better, and I wanted to thank you for continuing to support me. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, as well as thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it, and I hope that you have a fabulous day. Bye! And now I'd like to share with you guys some special moments. Hey guys, how are you? How was your right? Let's get started. Agreed. Also the beauty blender with my I use it. Definitely used it all throughout 2000. Let me show you guys how much I love this one. I have Hit Pan onto the sides of the. It's a really good contouring shade. This is a really good contouring shade, especially if you're. And if you do hit pan, rosy. They call it rose gold. I find it to be kind of like a rosy, it's, I can't say enough good things about that. It is a brush tip applicator, especially if you like the brush tip applicator. It does make it a, and it's only $2. This one, but they do have a waterproof version. Oh my god. Colossal Volume by Maybelline. I totally forgot. I have two mascara brush and it. Eyeliners, eyebrows. Got my C palette. There's a thing called depotting, quarter sized. If you want to try out a couple good colors are taupe. Ooh. Darker, which is kind of a Makeup Geek shadows. I use that one in my bold. Alright, last but definitely not. Oh my god. Lip tint. And I just hope that you guys. I hope that your year was fabulous and that. Please.